Let's go. After an 18-hour hospital shift, I came home, and my key didn't work. My stepmother said, pay us $26,000 and we'll let you in. Your sister needs a vacation. I just nodded and said, understood. Then I walked away. The next morning, she found a letter at the door and started screaming so loud the neighbors came outside. There's a certain kind of tired that doesn't come from lack of sleep. It sits in your bones, behind your eyes, in that hollow space where energy used to live. That's the kind of tired I was when I pulled into the driveway at 2 a.m. I'd been on shift for 18 hours straight, not just filling charts. I'd done chest compressions on a 16-year-old until my arms burned. I'd pronounced 2 people dead. I'd brought one back. I had dried stains on my sleeves and hospital antiseptic buried so deep in my skin that showers didn't help anymore. All I wanted was to collapse, maybe eat something, sleep for 4 hours before my next shift at 7 a.m. So when my key didn't fit, my brain couldn't process it. I turned it again, jiggled it, stared at the lock like it might apologize. Then the door opened. My stepmother stood there in yoga pants and a wine-stained tank top, holding her phone like a weapon. Oh, she said, you're back early. Behind her, my stepsister was sprawled on the couch wearing my hoodie, scrolling TikTok. Her boyfriend, who hadn't worked since moving in, was eating chips I bought. The key doesn't work, I said. Right. We changed the locks. Rent's gone up. You want back in? $26,000 in back rent plus utilities. Your sister needs a vacation and you're a doctor. You can afford it. She said it like she was doing me a favor. I stood there holding my duffel bag, shoes sticking to the welcome mat. Did Dad approve this? She smirked. Your father's overseas. This is my house when he's gone. I make the rules. I looked past her. My textbooks were still stacked on the floor. My name was still on the utility bills I'd paid 2 weeks ago. But sure, her house. Understood, I said. I nodded once, turned around, and walked back to my car. I didn't slam the door, didn't yell, just drove off into the night. I slept in the hospital call room that night, on a plastic mattress with a scratchy blanket that smelled like bleach. And while I slept, they celebrated. My stepsister posted about it on TikTok. Some petty caption about freeloaders learning their place. Got 12,000 likes. What they didn't know was that I'd been waiting for this moment for 3 years. Before my dad deployed overseas, he called me into his office, told me he knew what kind of person Lisa was, said he'd seen how she treated me when he wasn't around. Then he handed me a folder. Inside was a deed transfer, signed, notarized, legal. He put the house in my name before he left, told me not to tell Lisa, told me to keep paying the mortgage like normal, let her think she was in control and wait. She'll show you who she really is eventually, he said, and when she does, you'll know what to do. I'd been paying the mortgage for 3 years, every month, on time, which meant Lisa had been paying me rent this entire time. She just didn't know it. The next morning, I drove back and knocked once. Then I left an envelope on the doormat. Then I parked down the street and waited. 15 minutes later, the door opened. Lisa appeared in fuzzy slippers, holding a mug that said, a one mom. She bent down, picked up the envelope, opened it, and screamed. Not a gasp. A full-throated, soul-shaking, someone just died scream. Lights flicked on across the street. A dog started barking. The neighbors came outside in bathrobes. From my car, I watched her face twist through every stage of grief, rage, panic, confusion. She called for her daughter. My stepsister stumbled out, squinting, took one look at the paper and started shouting. The letter was simple, a formal eviction notice. As the legal owner of the property, I was terminating their lease effective immediately. They had 30 days to vacate. All the receipts were attached. Every mortgage payment, every utility bill with my name on it, the original deed transfer from my father, everything. Lisa called my phone 17 times that day. Left voicemails that started with apologies and ended with threats. My stepsister sent paragraphs on Instagram about how I was ruining her life. I blocked them all. 30 days later, I changed the locks myself, walked through and found it trashed. Stained carpets, holes in the walls. My mother's photo frame shattered in the garage. But it was mine now, really mine. They're still trying to contact me, still posting about me online, spinning stories about how I kicked out a struggling family. I don't care. I sleep great now.